What's going on, y'all? So listen. Like, I'm fucking mad. I just, oh my god, like, I be wanting certain people to die on this show, and everybody else gets shot down before they do. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Y'all gotta stop doing this shit to us, okay? Because I'm getting fucking pissed off. We got three, I was about to say we got three more episodes. We got three more fucking episodes, bitch. And I'm about over it. I'm about over it because this motherfucker's still alive, okay? He should have got shot in this episode. But we'll get there. I'm pretty sure y'all know who exactly I'm talking about. We start this episode off. Let's just get, fuck that, fuck that. We just go people by people. Little Kevin, because he started the episode off sneaking up into his sister bedroom, looking for Emmy's old cologne that he left over there. This motherfucker said, "Sk- sk- 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 sk." I said, wait a minute, partner. I could smell it through the TV. And I'm not even there. And y'all filmed this last year, bitch. And I can smell it all the way this year. Like, no, you put too much on. See, this is part of when they say sometimes you need a man in the house, okay? Because motherfucker, but then again, let me stop there. Let me backtrack because he put that cologne on like niggas that try to put shit on to mask the smell that they didn't wash their ass that morning. They just woke up and just said fuck it. Even though the water is running, they do got a bar of soap right there and they go a goddamn towel or whatever. They just said fuck it, bitch. Let me get this cologne, and y'all bitches still fuck. But anyway, you know he trying to smell good for little Andrea. Sister trying to put him up on some game because she was like, I ain't finna have no little lane for a fucking brother, bitch, okay? You gotta compliment the girl. Tell her what she look like. Tell her how you feel and all this stuff. But don't tell her everything else that everybody was talking about. You say she got pretty eyes. Okay, everybody probably always tell her that. Don't geek her head up on that way. Find something else unique. Bitch, they get to the little play rehearsal, right? And so they dressed up. Papa in them goddamn leggings that they had him in. When he said, fuck it, I look good in tights. Look how they look on my legs. I got the legs for him. I said, you kind of do, little boy. All right. I love me some Papa. That little boy, he's a cute little butterball. Okay? Let me go, I ain't even gonna lie. And Jake looked like a baby face little stud. Okay? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of you studs be walking around here. I be like, look at y'all so cute because you look like little, just want to pinch your cheeks. I was like, man up a little bit, motherfucker. I ain't talking about Jake, I'm talking about the stud. But anyway, so at the thing they stand on the stage and they waiting on Andrea to say her little lines and Andrea like, here go Papa, watch this. She gonna freeze up. Kevin like, how you know she gonna freeze up? Whatever. Mind you, he's been trying to get Andrea's attention, meaning that for her to come on out and say, look, I like you, I really want to fuck with you, not fuck with, but because what these little kids trying to do. But then again, kids these days do get down like that. And I be sitting here like, the fuck? Okay? But trying to get her attention and establish the fact that, yeah, I want to rock with you and all that shit. And he was like, watch, she gonna mess up her line. He said, how you know that? Just watch. And then all of a sudden, she froze and all that shit. Papa talking stuff. And then Kevin was like, you better watch what the fuck you say. And I said, oh shit. Oh shit. I said, that's what it was. That was the setup. Kevin, Papa did you a favor, okay? You stood up for her honor, and this made you look good in Andrea's eyes. And you did it not once, but you did it twice. And Andrea was sitting there. And then she come over. She was like, thank you for being such a gentleman. You want to come to the rink with us? I said, oh, shit, the rink. If you ain't from Chicago and you ain't never heard of the fucking rink, bitch, if you from Chicago and you ain't never heard of the rink, go fuck yourself, okay? But, that's a Southside staple. Anyway, so they like popping them. I don't want to go to no rink. I was like, well, bitch, I'm going. They get there before that. Kevin and his mama, she asking them, can they go? And they like, nah, you ain't finna go over there. Who finna be there? They don't like Jake, okay? But of course, parents being parents, they was like, fuck it, we'll go with you. Oh no, man. It was like, keep on playing. We gonna kiss and all that stuff in front of you. I said, bitch, stop playing. They get there and they still trying to figure out what's going on. I thought a little fight was about to pop off, okay? Jake was acting like his little his big ass brother, okay? This dude come over. He was like, "Yo, about time somebody showed up. I thought I was gonna be the only nigga up in here." He give props to Papa, and give props to little Kevin, and just straight went right past Jake. And it was like, "What's wrong with you and Corey? Why y'all don't rock with him no more all of a sudden?" Cause he was over there talking about my brother and all that shit. They was like, "Well, he ain't talking about you. I don't get no fuck. You talking about my brother, you talking about me." I said, "Oh shit, calm the fuck down." Mind you, throughout the whole time they was over there in the little play area where they was playing the games and shit, he over there looking at, they blaring at each other. He was like, "What the fuck this nigga keep on looking at? He gonna do something? He ain't gonna want none of this." And then he pull his shirt up and he got a gun. I said, "Oh my god, these little badass kids." And I'm not surprised because this is what goes on. But at this time, Kevin trying to figure out how to get how to get Keisha, look, what's her name? Keisha. Andrea's little attention, because you invite me someplace, but yet you don't even come up and say hello to me. And then you act as if I'm not there because you're kicking it with your friends and all that stuff. That's fucked up. You personally invited me. Like, you came up to my face and you asked me what I was doing and you invited me. That means that I'm special some type of way, somehow, some way. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And so he was up in his feelings over there. They was like, "Yo, bro, you know what you need to do? You can't be playing this nice guy role." Jake was like, "My brother, he ain't never no nice bitch, okay? And he got all type of hoes on him, okay? So what you need to do, you need to make that bitch jealous." I said, "Wait a minute, what? What?" They giving a little bit of sound advice, okay? Sometimes that shit work, all right? And he was like, "Why don't you go skate over there with Myesha?" He was like, "Hell no," because Myesha did come over there and try to say something earlier, but he wasn't trying to fuck with her like that. But he was like, "Just do it, just do it." Hi. So he go over there. Andrea sitting down. Myesha sitting next to her. I finally figured out that's the cousin name. Okay. And he was like, "Hey yo," and he go, "Andrea, hey Kevin." He was like, "No, Myesha, you wanna go skating?" Andrea looking like, "Ain't this about a bitch? Me over you chose her over me? The fuck is going on?" And then when Myesha get up, Myesha said, "I stole your man." That little girl is a mess. And then they up there skating, they talking, and she know that he like my Andrea and all that stuff, and but she like him too. And it's just, I feel bad for her because at the end of their little segment or whatever, when they get off the rink or whatever, Andrea comes over there and apologizes to Kevin for ignoring him, and then gives him a kiss, and then Myesha was just sitting there like, her feelings was hurt. And the way she got up, I said, "Damn, Kev, you might as well, go to sleep with one eye open, because that girl is going to be gunning for your ass. She going to beat your ass, okay?" So that was their little segment. Then we get, oh my God, Emmett. Well, I'm going to say them for last because we get this shit with Ronnie. Tracy, she keep on running into people. Okay, she runs into Ronnie again. They get into their little battles. Okay, and it's like, if y'all gonna deal with each other, deal with each other. She wanna put it out there that, "Oh, Jason never fuck with you and all that shit. He don't like you. You want him dead being the man that you supposed to be in his life and all that shit. So he didn't give a fuck about you because he confronted her about, how come you didn't tell me that his girlfriend was pregnant?" And she was like, "Oh, that little bitch. It could be anybody." Okay, she the one that was trying to deter him from his dreams and make it seem like he didn't want to go to college or some shit like that. I said, "Well, bitch. I mean, I'm sad to say it like this, but he ain't make it either way. It's fucked up, but that's the reality." So, you judging this girl, and I hate when people do that. How come maybe y'all put so much pressure on these kids sometimes and don't realize that you never really sat down and asked them, what exactly is it that you want to do? Do you want to do this activity or do you want to do something else? And then you get so much in your feelings when they find out that they didn't really want to do the activity that you had them doing and they was only doing it to please you. That's what it seems like with Tracy. So she getting her feelings about Ronnie. Next time we seen Ronnie, he over there at Maldrick's house, passed the fuck out. I said, OMG. What probably is happening to Ronnie right now, because they had to take him to the hospital because he wouldn't open up his eyes. His eyes was rolled back in the back of his head. He was sweating. The bullet wound is infected. Because when Jada cleaned that wound out, I don't believe she stitched it up. She's not a doctor or a nurse like that. She stitched it up and she didn't stitch it up. So when people was like, why is it always bleeding and stuff every time we see it, he just keep on bleeding days afterwards. It's because it ain't stitched up. It's literally an open wound, and he keep drinking and he keep moving around. He ain't resting. He probably ain't really cleaning it well, and that's what happened. Okay, when you have an open wound like that, you got to pack that shit so it can, my mama got a cyst removed from her back, and they literally cut that thing out and packed it with gauze. Oh, it's so disgusting. But you got to pack the wound, and they didn't do that because he didn't go to an actual doctor. Okay, but that's what happened with Ronnie and Tracy. Who else is on the list? Brandon and Jerrica. Jerrica, Brandon, I want y'all to fucking stop playing. I want y'all to get back together like that. I want y'all to go ahead and hump that stuff out, whichever way y'all want to do. Bump butts, bump cooch, bump ball sack. Safari, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'll wait till tomorrow because ball sack. That nigga ball sack. Nope, I'm not going to do that. It's out on the internet. Just look up Safari online and you'll understand exactly what the fuck I was about to go. But anyway, I see why Nikki stayed as long as she did. And why these bitches be, bitch, that was massive. Moving the fuck on, y'all be fucking shit like that. God damn. I wonder why y'all hoes be out here going crazy over these no good, dirt ass niggas. Fuck. Any fucking way. Moving on from that, Jerrica. Um, Brandon, get y'all shit together, okay? We first see Brandon, he out doing his little jog and stuff, morning jog, getting himself fit and all that stuff. And he walked past the house. And he said that it's for sale. It's garbage on the floor, so he picking it up, he go inside. And while they inside, Jerrica is the new little real estate agent that's gonna be working on the house because the other dude was trying to play them. And, Brandon is in his feelings at the fact that they still gonna sell this house. And to see Jerrica there, it's like another step, like a stab in the heart too, because they still haven't resolved their issues, and I feel like both of them are being stubborn at this point. Both of them, because he was trying to talk to her and say, "Yo, can I come over and get my stuff?" And she was like, "You can come over. I mean, just tell me when. Don't mean I'm gonna be there, but you can come over, get your shit, put the keys back, and all that stuff." He was like, "Fine." Of course, Greavy got to stake it into him and say, "You ain't never getting back with that. She probably gonna go back to her own kind and shit like that." But because he told him, you should have been locked that down, which probably he should have. I mean, y'all up there married, not acting like you're married, but you're not living together and shit like that. But hey, who am I to judge? But my whole thing with them is they both just had a big misunderstanding. Jerrica didn't want the gun in her house, and I understand that. But before either one of them had a chance to explain anything that was happening, they both reacted just at a heartbeat without, thinking. They just went on ahead and reacted before asking questions. And then she would have realized that it wasn't his gun. He wasn't about to kill nobody. He was holding that gun to because little Kevin had just shot Ronnie. Nobody died, and that was what happened. And that he found out who killed his brother. And maybe Jerrica could have just said, "Look, bitch, that motherfucker that was with me at the block party, and we ain't fucking. He's just a co-worker. That's all that the fuck it is. It ain't shit like that." Even though I still want to know the fuck backstory, who the fuck that is. He giving you plates and stuff, and he's like, "Oh, so that's the guy. That's the guy. Bitch, I'm that guy now." I would have been mad too. But we emotional creatures, so that's why. But he goes to the restaurant. The chef, he doing his job. The chef, he come up in there talking about it's some fish that was in the refrigerator last night that it ain't there now. So where is it? He was like, "Bitch, I don't know." And I was like, "I know you're not trying to blame him because he black and the only black person there. But did you go ask the other people there? Let's ask the minorities first. Did they take it?" He said, "I want you to find out who took it." Okay, it was like, "But that shit, all right, I guess." He go in the back and he tells Louise, bitch, I know you took the fish and I know about your little taco uh uh food truck shit that you be doing on the side. And he was like, damn, man. I mean, yeah, we took the fish. Like, okay, it just be sitting in there. Like last time he wanted us to throw out 5 pounds of crab. For what? And I said the same damn thing when they had that party. And she said they was just gonna take it back to the restaurant and then throw it in a dumpster. That's food wasted. Okay, give it to a shelter or some shit like that. So I get where the coworker is coming from, but Brandon is his friend also, and he's no snitch. Here we go. And I don't even feel like it's that it's about being a snitch or not. That's his friend, and they both in the same predicament where they both need jobs, and he don't want him to get fired, and he don't want to get fired at the same time. So he came up with a solution like, come on, let's go find this fish. He can't find the fish because the fish is all gone because his cousin has sold the fish all the way down in Ringley, out there by the baseball and shit. White people eat that shit up. But when he did all that and they tried to go buy some more fish, they go to the fish market, bitch. Why is it that the lady's son who was gonna help him, because they was like, you got something on that red snapper? She was like, my son gonna come back and help you with that. Hold the son, the dude that was trying to sell Brandon the gun who took his money. And he was like, yo, either give me my money back or give me this fish for free. He gave him the fish for free or whatever, and he take it back to the restaurant. Before he left, this is where Brandon fucked up at. Brandon was like, I gotta go. I need to go get something. And Sarah was right there. Sarah was like, you know who took the fish, right? And it was like, I mean, yeah, but I'm finna fix it. I'm finna go get it. It was like, who took the fish? Listen, okay, Louise took the fish, all right? But don't say nothing, okay? I'm finna make this right. And I said, bitch, oh, Brandon, do you not understand what you just did? Louise said, don't tell on me. And you didn't tell the chef. You told his wife, okay? Which is like telling him the same, because she's going to go back and she's going to tell the husband. All right, that is her husband. Her loyalty ain't with you and it ain't with Louise. Okay, you kissed her one good time or whatever. Probably made her pussy wet a little bit. I'm pretty sure y'all didn't fuck, because if you did, she wouldn't have told. But she went and told, because when they got back, the chef is looking like, you can take that fish back and put it where it needs to, wherever you had it from, because I don't know where you got it from, and I know that's not the fish that was in the house in the freezer last night, okay? And he was like, what the fuck? He said, you know who did it. You know who took it. Why don't you say it? And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do that, because I ain't no snitch and all this shit. We both need jobs and all that, blah, blah, blah. So at this point, Chef said, well, since you ain't gonna say who took the fish, tell Luis that, won't you be a big man and go tell Luis that he fired? I said, ain't this about a bitch? Didn't I say don't trust that bitch? Okay, don't trust the bitch. Now, wonder if they would have actually fucked, and how the shit would have went if that happened. Like, she would have put him through it, would have fucked his whole life up. And that's exactly what just happened. She was like, ain't this about some shit? It was like, why the fuck would you tell? Why would you do this and why would you do that? And at this point, she was like, because this is my business and all this shit. I said, y'all weren't finna fuck with the fish, no way. So what are you talking about? Okay. And then at this point, Brenda said, fuck y'all. I quit. He go back to Jerrica place to go get his stuff. She was like, I got all your clothes and stuff laid out so you can just get your shit, put the key on the table, and get the fuck out. They decided to have a little cute little conversation. I said, go ahead and fuck it out, okay? No, you gotta fuck it out. You gotta fuck it out. Go ahead and just give him ass. Put it on her. And y'all just make up, okay? Y'all just going through the motions right now. Y'all ain't really trying to break up right now, okay? Just listen to the man. He did try to tell her why he had the gun and who gunned it, what was going on with that. But she really wasn't trying to listen at that moment. But moving on from that. Jada, speaking of Ronnie. Jada get called into the fucking office because some medicine was missing. And and dude that told her, he was the same one who saw her go in there, and he was like, I told you it was for Mr. So and so for his stuff or whatever. And was like, yeah, but they had security cameras and everything. They put him in there and had the security cameras in for like a month. You didn't get the memo? She was like, damn. And so she go into the office. It's, I guess, the head nurse, and then it's this other white guy there. and was like, were you not aware that there were security cameras all over? And she sat down, and we ain't seen nothing else until Emmett came home later, and she was sitting on that floor on the couch and drinking her wine, crying. You done lost your fucking job over this crackhead ass Ronnie who done killed a child. And let's just go there. Okay, Cruz was trying to find out why was it that Jason called 911 the last time. That was his last phone call. 911. He went to this guy in his office and dude was on the phone or whatever. And then, when he get off the phone, he said, we tried to look it up and we couldn't find no records of him calling 911, anything coming to the station or anything saying anything. Okay, so it was like, I can get the IT tech people to, the forensics or whatever to get in there and see what's going on if you need to. Cruz was like, I guess, nah, that's not necessary right now, whatever. Because he turned around and he saw on the wall, boop, a picture of Wallace and this guy that he's talking to. And I'm like, oh shit, so they in cahoots. So what that made me realize and made me think is Wallace had something to do with Jason being killed. Wallace knows all about the stash house. Wallace is in cahoots with Trice and them, okay, and the guns and shit. Because remember, Wallace is the one Trice was in the car with when Q came by and took Daenerys. Okay, now Evangeline, formerly known as Daenerys, okay, the dog, and then Wallace was the one that gave Reginald the heads up to go up in the warehouse and how much they got to the time they got to go up in there and to get the guns out. Okay, remember that Wallace is crooked as fuck. Now we seen some shit where Wallace was looking at something when he found out about the guns being taken because Q and Emmett. We'll get that in a second, but Wallace had something to do with Jason's death because Jason seen something and was trying to call it in. And then because dude is friends with Wallace, he probably erased that phone call that came into the system. I'm connecting the dots, bitch. You dirty ass, punk ass bitch. Talking about Q. Q was sitting down there talking to Sonny about shit that was going on, and then him trying to take the streets back, trying to change shit up. Emmett comes in and he was like, my bad, I'm gonna leave. And he was like, no, young man, you need to sit down, you need to listen to this. And so he was like, you want to make some money and all this shit? He was like, bro, I still owe you for $900. And he was like, no, don't worry about it, just come with me. So he just went out all day with Q around the city all day. He was trying to figure out what to do with them guns. So he showed him the guns. Next thing you know, they pulled up to this give the gun back, take them off the street things that the cops was having, $20 a gun and the gift card or whatever. He was like, so what you gonna do with this? He had the cops look at him. He was like, you ask no questions, right? No judgment, right? It was like, cool, cool, cool. And so when all the guns went in, he got the money. Next thing you know, we see Wallace up there and he trying to figure out how the fuck them guns get back there and the all this stuff. And he gets on the phone calling Trice, we got a problem. So this is how Trice figures out that the guns are gone, the stash house got hit, and that some funny shit is going on because he goes over there to Reg's house, right? And Reg was scared as fuck. Reg was scared as fuck because when Trice came up in there, he was like, so you want something to drink? You want something to drink? He put that gun up in his back and he said, put that thing on the table. Okay? Because you would be stupid as fuck to try to shoot me because you know what the fuck they'll do? Your little brother, right? They'll beat the shit out of him, cut his legs off, cut his arms off, put that shit on the goddamn table. He was like, give me some juice. He pulled out a juicy juice box. I said them bitches be hidden though. Ain't no lie though. The little juice boxes be hidden. But next thing he just started coming down on him about how come he was not there when his there was no real security there on the stash house. He was the one that was responsible for it. How come they got hit and they got all the stuff taken away? And that's because he took that gun up off that table and I thought he was gonna shoot him. And I thought he did shoot him and then tried to punch him out. But come to find out, he just punched him in the face a few times, made him bloody and shit, just all confused and stuff. And then, told him if it happened again, he gonna kill his ass, basically, and to fix the shit. Bitch, I was so mad that Reg didn't die that night. He should have. He really should have. So, we get this scene with Q and Emmett. Emmett, he was like, you know what I do? He said, he was like, you a OG, you a hustler and all that stuff. He was like, I ain't the hustler, bitch. Um, I run shit. I used to run this whole thing, and I'm coming here to take it back, to fix stuff around here. And he told him how come he was up in Cuba, and then he told him this look, cause he got into a little something out here, and he had to go take a run for it for a minute, fix the shit. So when he was talking about his daddy, he said the difference between Sonny and him, he don't like to work for other people. Basically, that's what I got from that situation, because he told a story about his father. How his father used to work on the railroads for like 23 years. He was a porter or whatever. And one of the trains one night accidentally got loose or something and killed him. Ran over him and killed him. And was like, you want to know what the compensation they gave my family? They gave my mama $500 in his whistle. His porter whistle. I said, ain't that about a bitch? And he said right then and there, I ain't got time for this shit. I gotta go to business for myself. Sonny is like the dad, putting all his hard on work, just working and working and working, trying to survive and shit like that. And it just goes to show how different they are. And the different paths that they chose. Sonny is like the father. He did legit things. Q is just a free spirit and he want to do shit for himself. I understand it. But, when they got that money, Q had pulled up at the barbershop when Trice was getting his he just went in there. He was like, you see Trice, you see him? What you think about him? I mean, he dressed good, he this and all that stuff. You scared of him? No, hell no. He was like, take this money and go give it to Trice. And he was like, what? Just take this money and go give it to Trice. And he was like, all right. So he was like, cool. He was scared as fuck. And Quinn had to come up there and was like, go sit in the car. Okay, so he go up in there, he get the money to Trice and telling him, this is for taking the guns off the streets and stuff like that. He stood up in his face what he did. That's what made him mad too and knew what was going on as well. And so, after that, we see Emmett go pick up his son EJ. Y'all will not do little baby EJ because baby EJ is doing what a real baby does. They are keeping it all the way real. That motherfucker won't stop crying for shit. And then it made sense because the babysitter said he got a tooth coming in, so the motherfucker is teething. Okay, so they gonna cry when a tooth is trying to come in, trying to break that skin. Bitch, she told him to put a little bit of whiskey on his gums and call it a night. I did all my kids like that, and they came out fine. That's what the old people always say: put some whiskey or alcohol on their gums, But after that, this is when Emmett comes home, see his mama on the couch. Next thing you know, somebody knocking at the door. Tiffany, the baby mama, come through talking about something she want EJ back. I said, bitch, what? Emmett didn't grow attached to him too, I said, that's fucked up. All right. Then Q goes back to Sonny's place looking for Sonny. And he was like, yo, son, hey, the lights is out and everything. And he come out into the open place where you eat and everything. And bitch, Sonny is laying on the floor with a bullet wound in his head. And who was there? Reg. Reg told him, sit down, old man. You knew this shit was coming. I said, what the fuck? What the fuck? Reg has got to die. If he comes back, if he don't die before episode 10, I'm gonna be over it, okay? So for the writers of the Shy, somebody that's on the set, somebody that's in conjunction, in closeness, somebody give me some hints that this nigga about to die because he needs to fucking die. Don't bring that motherfucker back, okay? Really don't. I'm tired of him. Like, he public enemy number fucking 1 in my book right about now. Sonny ain't do shit to nobody, okay? He was just serving, diabetes on the fucking plate, okay? That's what always and getting paid for, that's what happens in a lot of families. They serve it to each other already. He was just getting paid for. What the fuck else did he do to anybody? Nothing, bitch. I'm tired. That was the Shy. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.